I don't have a long message for this Mother's Day, but I do want to share with you a poem from the former poet laureate of the United States, Billy Collins. The other day, I was ricocheting slowly off the blue walls of this room, moving as if underwater from typewriter to piano, from bookshelf to an envelope lying on the floor, when I found myself in the L section of the dictionary, where my eyes fell upon the word lanyard. No cookie nibbled by a French novelist could send one into the past more suddenly. A past where I sat at a workbench at a camp deep by an Adirondack lake, learning how to braid long, thin plastic strips into a lanyard, a gift for my mother. I had never seen anyone use a lanyard or wear one, if that's what you did with them. But that did not keep me from crossing strand over strand again and again until I had made a boxy red and white lanyard for my mother. She gave me life and milk from her breasts, and I gave her a lanyard. She nursed me in many a sick room, lifted spoons of medicine to my lips, laid cold face cloths on my forehead, and then led me out into the air light and taught me to walk and to swim. And I, in turn, presented her with a lanyard. Here's thousands of meals, she said. And here is clothing and good education. And here is your lanyard, I replied, which I made with a little help from a counselor. Here is a breathing body, a beating heart, strong legs, bones, and teeth, and 2 clear eyes to read the world, she whispered. And here, I said, is the lanyard I made at camp. And here I wish to say to her now is a small gift. Not the worn truth that you can never repay your mother, but the rueful admission that when she took the 2-toned lanyard from my hand, I was as sure as a boy could be that this useless, worthless thing I wove out of boredom would be enough to make us even. There it is, Billy Collins, in his own inimitable way, asking the age-old question of a child, could I ever repay my mother? We might give flowers and a book or some gift to our mother, send a card, write a poem, but could we ever repay our mother? Of course, the truth is we could never repay our mothers, whether they were our biological mothers or those who played the role of mother to us, and there's often many who do that for us. But this morning, I just want to make a brief connection, a direct connection between mothers and children that is foundational to all of us. Because we're not all mothers ourselves, right? All of us guys aren't mothers. And of course, not everybody has been a mother, but everybody has come into this world through a mother. And we have that in common. We all began inside our biological mother's womb. There was total connection and oneness. My colleague, Reverend Sewell, describes it this way: we come into the world reluctantly, always, for we leave a place where all is one complete circle of unity, where our every need is met, where there is a singular unity. There's no separation in the womb. The two or three are one. And we become forever after painfully separate. We forevermore search for this lost sense of wholeness, of completeness. And we search for it in various ways. We search for it as we make love. We lie there in the arms of our lover, naked and trusting and vulnerable, and in the union, lose the self in a sweet oneness, in an ecstatic unity. We search for it, perhaps, in giving of ourselves to a cause that's larger than ourselves. Some of the draw that we have to being a part of something larger is perhaps the desire for that lost unity, to be connected. For those of us who are drawn to spirituality, we search for it in mystical experiences. We seek a fundamental unity with the Spirit, with some sense of higher power, maybe the totality of the universe. So Dr. Sewell goes on to say, we look for a sense of reconciliation and unity, which is love. The ones who are, on this Mother's Day, the ones who are still with us in our lives, let us give thanks for their love, for the oneness, the unity, the connection, that foundational experience. We all know in our essence that we are connected. So if you are actually with your mother right now, if she's here with you, your biological mother, or your mother in some way, look at her and offer your love and sweetness for the connection that transcends and has transcended so much. We're fortunate to be able to be together in this place, to hear our children and youth sing to us, to hold each other in a sense of kind friendship, and know that we are each together. So on this Mother's Day, we remember the one who birthed us, and we remember all those who came into our lives as nurturing persons who cared enough to listen, who stood with us when we were in trouble, who gave something of themselves that we might grow strong and whole. We cannot repay them with all the lanyards or flowers in the world. We can only repay them by taking the love that we've been given and reminding others of the unity from which we came, our birthright, a sense of connection beyond all understanding. Let us give it back to this world, and let us never forget that at the foundation, we are connected to all life. Happy Mother's Day.